Hi, welcome to the second of three videos on Scoop.it as part of the Emerging Tech series. I'm Dax Jacobson, Assistant Professor of Management Information Systems here at CSUCI. If you are watching this video, hopefully that means you saw the first video, it piqued your interest, at least your curiosity, and you're here to learn how to get started with Scoop.it. I'm going to walk you through the basics, and there's a lot more functionality that I'm not going to get to, but hopefully I'll be able to get you started. So I have a blank Google page up here, whichever your search engine of choice is. Pull up Scoop.it. Here it is. There's the website. You can click on a new account here, or you can sign up for free. So if we click on this, you can sign up with your Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn account. If you don't have these, for example, I don't have Facebook or Twitter. I do have LinkedIn, but didn't want to use it. You can just create another account separately. Since I already have one, I'm not going to go through the setup process. Before I do that, I want to click here about the premium plans. You can have a little bit more information about those. Scoop.it free here for enthusiasts. Scoop.it Pro and Scoop.it Business. You can see the prices here. So if we click here, we can see some comparisons here. You have 5 topics, which I'll cover. The other things that you can do here. There's also what they call Scoop.it Education. It's just easier for me to pull this up instead of finding it on the website. I'm sure we can get the link to it easy enough through there. If you do it with an education account, you can get online resources for 20 various topics instead of the 5 in the free account, and you can work as a team for up to 30 co-curators per topic. Now this is really an important issue, and one that I've had an issue with the free version, because I only can have 5 topics with the free account, and I am the only curator, meaning I am the only person who is able to find and post different news items, articles, whatever I find on my content page, on my topic page, excuse me. So Scoop.it Education gives you 20 topics and 30 curators for $6.99 a month. In the class, if you had less than 30 students or even had more students, you want to split those in a group, you can see there are a lot of great possibilities there. But I've yet to upgrade. I'm still operating on the free version, and I still think I'm able to make it work just fine. So let's walk through this. So if we click on login, excuse me, here, I'll log in. I have my CSUCI email. Have my password. We log in. So you can see here where we are. Again, similar page. Scoop.it here. DDJ, that's me. If you click here, you can see my topics. I click here, and I've created different topics. What I've done is I've created a topic for each class. So CSUCI Business 550, which I mentioned in the first video, is a class I taught this spring. Here's Management 307 from a previous class, and here's a class I'm going to teach this fall, Management 492. So what you can do is you can create a topic. Let's go in here to my topic for the class. You can see here I've scooped these. These are items I've shared with the class. A whole bunch of different things that I find, post, and share. Go down here to the bottom. Got several pages of items that I've shared. What I've done in my classes, for example, in this Business 550 class, which I'll use as an example, is I required each of my students, and there were only 10. This was an MBA class, so some limitations, obviously, if you went to a larger class, but I'm going to talk about my experience with this class. You can go here to Scoop.it, and you've got the follow topic. So what I do is I require each of my students to create get a Scoop.it account and create a topic. And they can see this. I share the link with them, as you saw the first video. You can see on the slide here, I share the link so they can always go there and see what's up to date. They don't have to have an account, but I have them create an account to create their own page so they can have topics. So we go to Scoop.it. You can see who's followed. I make each one of the students follow me, and I follow each of them, and they create essentially their own Scoop.it topic for our class. Again, they have the free version also, so they can do other topics. Some of them used it for group projects as a separate topic. You can see here they created various names. So they know they were using, this is not quite right, but you can see they each had their own Scoops topics for the class. So I follow them and they follow me. Let's see what else can we show you here. So what they can do and what you can do if you're controlling this is you can, excuse me, if we go to the settings here, students can get emails for every time that I post a topic, every time that I have a new follower, all these different ways that you can get email notifications. Some of these students do this if they knew every time I posted something. I got emails about every time they posted something throughout the week. So it's an easy way for me to follow what's going on. You can see here who is following, for example, and how many followers they have. Let's go back here to my topics. Another great tool that I really recommend if you do Scoop.it is you can go again here to the bookmarklet. You see here, simply drag and drop this button to your bookmark toolbar. I already have it here. So what that means, we go, you saw from last time, I was looking at another way Amazon's trying to take over the world, Amazon News, and we said Amazon's working on a video game console. I click Scoop.it here. Scoop.it pulls up, asks me what I want to add this scoop to. For example, if I wanted to add it to the Business 550 class or the other classes that I have, I could add my own insight. I can publish this. As soon as I publish it, it shows up under my topics, Business 550. It would show up here. I'm not going to do this here because I don't want to confuse any of these students. So you can see examples of, for example, where students could write comments or they could share with each other. There's another way where you can actually get, for example, get email notifications or just notifications from Scoop.it about if a topic, key terms that you have are posting on Facebook, Twitter, and you can get those here in the suggestions. So I have a whole bunch of suggestions. For example, I have a suggestion from a student, several students who had different things they wanted to share, and then I just get some of these others that just happen to relate to key concepts, Amazon Art, Firefox OS, all sorts of different things like that. I didn't really do that because I do a lot of surfing for my own on news items that I want specifically for the class, and I wanted the students to be able to find them and recommend them. So that's the way that I do it. So that's it. I know there's a lot more functionality. This would hopefully get you started. In the third and final video, I'll show you an example of how I've used Scoop.it in my teaching to improve student engagement.